Oh, there it is. I just went live. There it
All
is.
right,
Good
we're
Lord,
now
I hit
live.
that. You know, it's funny. I hit that thing and I thought I was live. How about that? Good Lord. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me now? Can you see me? Snake Bites here. TN, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Tony, Dean, thank y'all for coming. Let me get things some changed around here. Hey, Jack Gilliam, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. You know, I'm trying to get to 1,000. Hey, Jess, thank you for coming. Hey, Water Possibilities, hello. Thank you for coming. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and it's been a Matt Wing. Thank you for coming. And if everybody can share me out, and if you like it, please tell your friends to subscribe and come back and get some information and stuff like that. That would be great. YouTube is still kind of like being really stingy on letting me out of the bag, you know. So they're somewhat doing it, but they're still being not very happy. So, but anyway, so don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, thank you, Jack. That's for sure. Hello, Lucky Star. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's
Have you seen the pictures that they released?
Of Epstein.
Well, Trump. I mean, uh, both of them.
Oh,
Everywhere Epstein is, Trump was. So,
oh wow. Okay. No, I have not seen them. You know, it's been really crazy working. It's not going to slow down for a while uh, until probably after Christmas, maybe a week after Christmas, and it starts slowing down after New Year's. It slows down, so I can have a little bit more time. But yeah, that I would probably be shocked too. No, no, I haven't seen them, Tony. That's right. And so I have not seen those. And what? Oh my God, Nickel with TDS. What does that mean?
it means Trump had his hands all over little girls. I'll tell you that right now. So,
Oh no, that's sad. I hope not. I was hoping there was none of that crap going on. Matt Wing, thank you. How you doing? Good seeing you. It's it is really crazy, you know.
he won't get in trouble for it. So none of the dudes that did it are going to get in trouble.
Well, it's kind of they probably have a hard time prosecuting that stuff because I think most of the witnesses are like Ghislaine and Epstein. There aren't they? Aren't Epstein? Didn't he off himself? Maybe. And
I don't think off.
Ghislaine is
I think he got off. He got off all right, but I don't think he got off with himself. I think somebody came in there and killed him.
You know, I have a tendency to believe you too. I don't believe the story that they said, so that's for sure. So it's just absolutely crazy. You know, I've been watching Silver tonight, and
Yeah, it went up.
Silver has hit 68.15 just now. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I have never seen Silver climb so fast. And I would say that silver will hit $70 before the end of the year, and so I have it's just going but bananas. It's unbelievable. So it is crazy, crazy. It's a major event. It's a life event that we are witnessing right now, blinded by the hate.
I did my prediction show, and I said silver would get to 115 in 2026.
Well, you know, I don't doubt that at all, Nickel. I'm thinking now, after I see and after I've done more research into what is going on in the world, you know, we could probably see. I think January we'll see $100 silver. and we could see in February $150 to $200 silver because of what's going on.
Well, one guy predicted 200 silver, so I said, well, I was being conservative. I really think it's probably going to get to at least 125. So
I don't doubt it. You know, I've been waiting. I have an order coming from Hero Bullion, who I bought my ASEs from, and since I bought them, hey, Deslogic, good to see you. But those prices, who will be buying? You know, Deslogic. Now I want to say something right now about who will be buying. That's a good question to ask. Who will be buying it? Will dealers be buying it? Now, silver right now is under pressure from people that like Samsung. Just last week, I said something about this in my live stream that Samsung has opened up a mine in Mexico and has a contract with this mine to buy for 3 years all the silver comes out of this mine, and they've opened it up. Now, Samsung, they use a lot of silver, and so it's kind of crazy about what's going on, and so there's a lot just like Tesla, any company that makes uh, uh, solar panels and anything like that that uses silver for electronics or anything like that, they're going to be trying to get silver. Now, who will be buying silver? I think what you're going to see. Oh, really, Deslogic? Deslogic says that Mexico. I heard that it was a done deal last week. I'll have to check into that. But people like Samsung and people like these companies that make all these Magnus, good to see you. I'm against brainwashed Dems, but yeah, there you go. I am really thinking that we're going to see there's a shortage of silver, and we're going to see silver just climb through the roof, and so that's what really pushed me with what I'm seeing, because the COMEX and all these silver bullion companies. I was talking about this last week. Anonymous Rooster, hello there. Thank you for coming. Have actually got themselves in a pickle right now because they have all these short contracts. There's 5 banks right now that is really hurting, that is short on contracts, and so they can't get rid of these short contracts without losing millions of dollars. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Thanks for coming. So with these companies needing silver like Samsung, I'll have to, like I said, I'm going to check it. Hey, Jamie Fox, we're going to have silver for doing business, and so a lot of people in the world are using silver for fractional or trading purposes as far as buying stuff. We're going to see a lot of silver being used here in the United States. More and more people are waking up here in the United States wanting silver, and so right now there's an abundance right now of constitutional silver, but or junk, whatever you want to call it. And so I would say to anybody, think about buying a little silver so you'll have some back, because it's gonna fly up in price. Now, I brought up.
I asked my the person I sell my gold to, and I asked them what they would give me for 925, and they said 70% of spot.
70%, huh? Good Lord, that's way under market, isn't it?
Yeah, but to make purified 925, it's more expensive. I mean, it's the same way with when you melt the 90%ers. If you're going to turn that into 999 silver, you have to work on that, and that's expensive. So I mean, more expensive. So I understand, but I can tell you, if let's say silver got to 120 an ounce, even your online brokers are probably going to only want to offer you 100 an ounce for it.
Well, see, what I'm seeing right now is a lot of the online and also the not bullion dealers, but coin buyers are actually trying to buy under spot right now. And if you need money, I understand you do that. But if they're not going to give you a good price for it, I wouldn't sell it if you don't need to. So that's my thinking there. So hey, Beto, how you doing? Good to see you. Nickel, their Beto was saying hi, Nickel.
Yeah, some others have said hi to me. Hi back. Someone say hi to me.
That was so loving.
Someone say hi to me, and someone to hang me high.
Oh, that's funny. So, it's already. Let's see what it is. I'm a 68 right now. It's 68.02 right now on the Comex. I'm looking at it. I'm like, good Lord.
It might be 70 before we get off here, or even by morning.
It could be. It could be because I last week or a couple of weeks ago I said silver will probably hit $70 before the end of the year, and I really think we're going to see $100 silver in January. And hey, Dennis, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Be sure to hit that like and love button and share my content out. I would appreciate it. And that way, 68, where are you seeing that at, Dean? 68.21, he says. I'm looking at Comex right now. Let me refresh.
He said ask price. There's the two prices they give, ask and...
I must be on the wrong Comex. So they're saying 68.07 right now. But anyway, it's over 68, and that's really good. 68.44, Dennis is saying. Good Lord. Kitco, why am I not seeing Kitco be at that price? Let me refresh it again. It hadn't changed. But anyway, okay, I'll take y'all's word for it.
I got 68.07 is what I have on from Kitco.
Yeah, I got 68.07 is exactly what I got.
Gold is 4,366.
I got 68.
And platinum has gone over 2,000. It's 2,000.
Platinum is 2007.
Yep.
You know, if you look at gold's price right now, which is just changed again, 43.66. Now you think about that. Now I was going to bring this up tonight before I get on my talking about Venezuela. You know, 1 year ago, gold was $2,623. Now, as of December 19th, when I wrote all this stuff down, gold is gone up nearly $2,000 or a little over $2,000. And it's $4,339.70 is what it closed that Friday. So we're looking at more than that right now. So it's climbing up. So, you know, I've had people say that gold is going to be going up over 5,000 next year. So if you can afford any type of gold at 1/10 gold or quarter ounce, whatever you can afford, I would buy gold or I'd buy silver. And so that's mine. But you think about January 1 of 2025, silver was $28.84. Now that's close to a year ago. Now think about what we're seeing right now. $28.84 for silver, and we're looking at silver at $68. Oh, it dropped back down. $67.84 right now. But anyway, it's $67. That is like 50% profit on both of them in a year's time.
I think it's gone up 105 or 110% this year. Silver has.
Yes, I've seen these numbers and it's crazy.
I don't think any metal's ever done that.
No, I've never seen them before, and I'm old as dirt. And so, you know, you think about it, it's just I have never seen. We're living in an era now that is unprecedented as far as going back away from fiat and we'll get to that here pretty soon when I start talking about the ratio is right on trading for gold. Everyone will be waiting. Yes, you're right, Des Logic. That's right.
It was because silver's been suppressed for so controlled and suppressed that now they can't quite control it anymore.
It's getting out of their control because you think about it, they'll drive the price down a couple of dollars. It'll stay that way, for a day, and then go right back up the next day. There is a shortage of silver, and you can't control it because the real silver is not there. It is not because you're not going to get spot from LCS, and don't forget capital gains tax. Steve, I agree with you 100%. You do have to remember that, and so anytime you sell it, but at even at 40 to 100%, you think about the percentage rate of silver and gold. You're talking it's over 100% on both of them. So I guess you could afford to pay a little tax on it if you want to sell it. But I'm kind of like I'm hanging on to mine.
I paid like $3.50 an ounce average. So I'd make a killing right now if I sold.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're doing really good, Nickel. And like I paid a lot more than that. I bought a tube of 20 of ASCs here a few weeks ago, and it's being shipped right now from Hero Bullion. And when I bought it, and I bought it right after I got off the I did my live stream. I bought it, saying that everybody should think about buying this. Well, it takes a while because what I do is I mail a check into Hero Bullion so I can buy it cheaper. They get paid for it, and then they let the check clear, and then by the time the check clears, and they send it to me. So, hey, Silver Shelby, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Just hit that like and love button for me there, Silver. I appreciate it. So you think about how much it's already gone up it's already gone up nearly $8 an ounce since I bought it. And I'm thinking about it. All I do is send a check, and it's paid for. But when I get it, it's going to be worth a lot more. So you have to think about the odds of what's going on. And hey, Robert Kemp, good evening. Thank you for coming.
Well, they're still paying below
spot.
Right, on Eagles. I asked the same place about the Eagles. They said, we'll give you $2 under spot. And I said, man, that's good because, some places is wanting $5 below. So I'm going there. Actually, this place I sell to, it's got pretty good prices.
Exactly. Well, if they're going to dog you like that, that much, $2 or $5 on a spot, don't sell it unless you just have to, because it's going to go up. And you just want to, and the Silver Eagles are the to me is the premium silver coin to own. And so I like other silver coins, but it's one of the best.
Well, I think they're scared because the history of silver is it goes way up, then goes way down.
Yep, exactly.
And so they're wanting to give you less, and then what's the premium they're adding on to it when you buy it? About 2 to 5.
Yep, so exactly.
They're creating a gap of $5 to $7 to protect them in case it did really shoot down for some reason.
It's 100% right, Nickel. And I understand him wanting to do that because it's so volatile. Now, I want to bring up something tonight that in the last 5 years, we have seen inflation since 2020. Now, think about this. In the last 5 years, we have seen electricity go up 38%. And that's way more than what they're talking about with the government of life. If you add, the government said we're at 4.3 or 3%, and you go back and add up all the years of inflation, you'll be close to these numbers I'm telling you. Rent has gone up 30%. Groceries have gone up 30%. Child care, 16%. Health care has gone up 14%. I think 14% is a little on the low side after what I've seen, what it costs to go to the doctor and stuff. But I think every one of these are showing that what is going on is not what we're seeing. They're telling us, oh, that inflation is only 4.3% right now, and blah blah blah. But if you take this year, all the way last 5 years, then you add all that inflation up every year, it's way in the heck up there. It's more like these numbers I'm telling you, 38%. I got my electric bill and I was in shock. I don't even have my heat on yet. And
Yeah, actual inflation is somewhere probably in the neighborhood of 13 or 14%.
Exactly.
Not the number they give, I mean,
right.
Because they figure a housing unit like it's a rental unit.
There you go. Gerald, hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hit that like. I appreciate it. Gallicrow, thank you too for coming in. Inflation is massive. Yes, I agree with you. In the UK, I have no idea what it is in the UK. It's hard enough for me to keep up with it in the US. But I know it's up there. It's up there around the. Hey, Zardos, thank you for coming. Hit that like button. And hey, there's JM in the house. Let me leave a. And we're gonna talk about Venezuela right here pretty soon.
Well, I can tell you about Venezuela. I can tell you we're still in their stuff.
Oh.
And I tell you, it's going to be like 1941 because if you cut China off from their oil, they can't do nothing. Like we cut Japan off from their oil, and you know how Japan reacted to it.
Well, did you know that the U.S. confiscated another tanker today?
Yep.
There's 3 of them now.
That was China. That was China's oil.
Yes, it was. And I don't know what they're going to do about that because to me, what is going on down there, I don't agree with at all. And it is really, really sad to see that.
What wasn't Trump the president that ran on peace? We will be peace. And there won't be any wars. And he hadn't stopped the one. Don't believe anything he says. Not a one. The one in Africa started back up. Israel is still bombing the crud out of Gaza.
Yeah.
And Russia is still attacking Ukraine.
Yeah, and that's been going on, for 3 years now or close to it?
Yes, but almost 4.
Almost 4, yeah. That's just incredible. And I don't understand why they're sending money to Ukraine. Trump sent some more money over there, and I don't understand why. It's how much is a cup of coffee? $2.50 it's probably about the same here. I don't go out and buy coffee. I buy my own coffee, make it, but it's probably about the same. Well, how much is a cup of coffee? You go to a restaurant. I haven't. Truthful Troll's in the house. Thank you for coming, Truthful Troll. Be sure to hit that like and love button for me.
Not to mention he attacked Iran. So
yeah, exactly. Now I am getting my notes out here. I got to. There was a lot of information on. Hey, Joey, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. There you go. And let me get.
And let's face this: either China will act back. I don't know what they'll do. They're not ones to attack you, so I don't know they'll do that. But they'll buy more oil from Russia. They got to make up. They got to get their oil. So if they can't get it from Venezuela, they're going to buy it from Russia. What they could do is say, "Oh, I think we changed our mind. We're not going to buy anything from the American farmer." They could do that too. So
yep, they could. They could surely do that. And if you think about what's going on right now, this reminds me of like you said, World War II, and what the United States is guilty of. Now I'm reading. Now this article came from The Hill, and they are and it came out the 17th of this month, and they are upset about what is going on here. Now, how many people? I'll get that doctrine out. That was really surprising. Yep, there you go. Let me get that shut off.
I saw a comment. I saw a comment in the chat. Russia did not blow their own pipeline up.
No, they didn't. I agree with that.
You have to be a total nut to believe they did that.
Exactly. That is very true. Now
I'll tell you another example. It's like it. What did Saddam do to Kuwait? He said the same thing we're saying to Venezuela. You owe me. That's mine. You owe this.
yeah,
You owe that.
exactly.
And then he invaded Kuwait. And who chased him out of Kuwait? America.
Yeah,
So we used to stop people that did that. Now we're doing it.
exactly. I don't disagree with you at all, Nickel. Now I want to put this out there in the chat, and you can even pipe up the Monroe Doctrine. How many people know what the Monroe Doctrine is? Has anybody know or read it?
That was to keep all foreign powers out of our hemisphere.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So you're basically telling China who they can and cannot trade with, and they're a power as big as you. And by the way, they've had scenarios where they practiced if we went to war with China, and China kicks our butt every time. Sorry, pro-American people ain't gonna like to hear it, but that's true. The computer simulation had China beating us every time.
Yeah. Well, now I want you to think about this. That you got the Monroe Doctrine spot on, and Monroe Doctrine was done in 1823 by James Monroe. He was our president in 1823. Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe set that up. And so you think about that. Now, I personally, I understand why they did it in 1823, but sitting there trying to keep this Monroe Doctrine going is just unbelievable as far as doing it nowadays. As far as it's out of date. We cannot be doing this stuff. This is wrong. I understand about defending our country, and that's what I am thinking. What Trump is trying to do to defend the United States, but I do not feel like to defend the United States, we do not need to be taking over the ships coming out of this blockade. Now, I know 70% of Venezuela's oil goes to China.
They're comparing it to JFK. Okay, the difference is they were going to put nuclear missiles within range of the U.S. That's another whole ball game.
Yes, it is. I agree.
If someone, China or anybody, took nuclear missiles to Venezuela, we would have to then. I would agree with what to do something back to them.
Right.
They haven't done anything aggressive towards us, and there isn't any drugs coming in with Venezuela, and they're not emptying their prisons and sending their prisoners here. That's just all a bunch of crap. It ain't happening.
I agree with you 100%. I agree. And so what's going on, I do not agree with. I guess I think they're stepping out of bounds for this Monroe Doctrine of 1823. And I understand why they did it back in 1823 to keep, foreign Europe out of United States business or area. But you think about what I'm going to say is, if you watch what England did back in the 1800s, they had a lot of different countries under their power that they were part of the British Empire. Well, a lot of things have changed since then, and they're not underneath the British Empire. The British Empire has shrunk down. Now, what we're seeing, to me, what Trump is trying to do is like what the British Empire did, and they need to step back because we, the people, I don't think there's anybody that agrees with us going after China or any other, because you think it'd be a stupid war to try and defend Taiwan, and they're 150 miles off the coast of China? There's no way the United States could do that. You'd have to invade China through there to keep them from doing that.
Well, Taiwan is China. We've always recognized it as part of China.
Well,
and the population, more than 50% of the population of Taiwan would like to see China come in. They actually agree with the policies of China. So they make you think that it's 99% of the people in Taiwan don't want China around, but it's not true.
Well, China has, that was part of China's before World War II. I think they became was it 46 when they became Taiwan of its own country?
It was Shahan Sheikh or whatever his name was. They chased him down, and he went to Taiwan, and he kind of ruled from there. And they didn't pursue him on in there, but they chased him out of China,
Right, right.
mainly.
Well, I do understand why Trump is doing this, because you think about, because what China is doing, they're going to Argentina right now, and they're trying to set up shop in Argentina, and they're wanting their minerals and so forth like that in China. So they are doing it in a peaceful way, and they're not going over forcing, that Argentina to do that. And so they're being peaceful about it. Now, regardless of, it is a communist country, and they are likely to go back on whatever they're telling them, which I think they will, because they're Chinese and they are communists, and they want to control the world, and that's what they're doing. But I think Trump is going by force is not the way to do it. If he wants to go down there, Maduro, and do that, I really think that he needs to actually. And you have not flirted with one of these chicks. This must be a serious. It is a serious subject. Truth Patrol. It is a very serious subject, because what's going on down here in Venezuela is not good for American people. And I wish Trump would stop with the force of going after Venezuela. I understand why he wants it, but because they're too buddy with China.
Well, he wants that oil, their gold mines. He wants access to their resources. Plus, they have some rare earth. They got some rare earth too. So and also it's all kinds of strategy, because Cuba will fall because they can't get oil now from Venezuela, and that's the only thing keeps that government afloat. So Cuba's going to fail, which they want. Venezuela, they hope, fails, which they want. And it also puts a lot of pressure on Canada, because Canada, the pipeline and all, it's been cut off from, here into the States. So it would then all of a sudden we would be getting oil from there, and then it would really put pressure on Canada too.
Yep, that's true. You should read what Silver Shelby, the message he put down. Can you see that message? He is spot on what's going on. And it's always on the holidays when all this crap happens, because people are not paying attention to what's going on. You see that, Nickel?
Go back through history. Yeah, I saw that. But
but
if China were to all of a sudden send about 5 warships towards Venezuela, I don't know what happens at that point. I don't know if Trump would back off or not. I don't know.
It's going to be, because we'll understand he's got 2 aircraft air groups down there in that area down there. I mean, he's got quite a bit of quite a few ships down there. So it's not going to be. Yes, Joey, thank you. It's not going to be easy to do that. And so I really feel like, because China has been buying what they call doré. I don't know if everybody knows what doré is, but doré is an alloy of silver that hasn't been refined. And so if you think about it, China's been buying that from Brazil and from the mines down there, all that they can get their hands on. So when you buy that doré compound or bricks or ore, it goes back to China, and you do not know how much silver they're getting, because there's no record of it, because it hadn't been refined. So they've been doing this for a long time. The felon has been created havoc, and all year. Yeah, that's true, Barbara. He has.
China's building a carrier now that's going to be like 2 or 3 times bigger than our biggest one.
Is that right?
They're building it right now. Yep.
Wow, I did not know that. It doesn't surprise me, because China is beating us on aircraft, beating us on ships, and military personnel. they're doing like 2 to 1 with what the United States doing, and
And
it it would
they have
not
they
be.
also have, they also have unmanned tanks. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
They got unmanned tanks now. They're building.
They're so I have to China has gotten, and the only way, now I want to say this, the only way China has done this is because of businesses here in the United States were trying to cut costs, and they've been doing this for years. Wish everyone a very thank you there, Water Possibility. Thank you. Water Possibility is saying wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. So there you go. I appreciate that, Water Possibility. Now you think about what they've been doing. They've been slowly easing the United States in to not produce anything. Now the United States can't produce hardly anything. They have no manufacturing hardly at all. And before Trump gets in there and starts, demanding all this stuff, there is no way that a war with China is winnable. They have too many men. They have too many, their factories. They can work circles around what the United States can do.
Yeah, think about it. If World War III did break out, how would we be able to replace what we lost? We couldn't.
We couldn't, exactly. You know that we don't even have, and this I did a stream on this here a few months back on a tungsten, and we cannot manufacture tungsten because we don't have any mines to mine it. They just opened one not long ago, and yes, Lucky Star China has figured out how to make a toilet flush with 1 cup of water. Toilet, yes, I agree. That's something there, Lucky Star. But we have fallen behind the times. We have been what you call lulled into sleep. The politicians are getting rich, and we American people have gotten soft, and it's really sad. Mechanics, we are over 5 million short of mechanics from east to west of the United States.
Oh,
People don't want to work.
Dean says no, they don't have the 1 child anymore. You can have 2 kids now.
Oh, is that right? You can have 2. Oh, wow, that ought to be really a good thing for. That's what they need, more population to be. Oh Lord, hang on.
They're calling you into work.
I had to turn that off and making too much noise, but it's absolutely what's going on, and what I know Trump's trying to do is card, Trump card, but it ain't gonna. I mean, the Chinese know what position we're in. They don't. The Chinese make a lot of stuff. We don't make crap, and so. It's not like we were at back in the 40s and 30s, building everything. And I'm sorry, Barbara.
and their technology. They're ahead of us in technology now. I mean, we used to lead the world, but now they got us beat.
I don't know if they have us beat. They might. I would love to know where they're at with AI. So it's really what we're seeing with AI is just unbelievable. Now I want to say this. Now I had to talk. My son is a electrical engineer, and he has a computer networking degree, and he has a degree in computer engineering. But I want you to think about this, about everybody out here that are listening. He's talking about the company's working for right now because of AI copying our voice. Now, to help you solve problems, I want to bring this out. It wasn't on our agenda, but I need to say this.
They really want you bad.
Oh, Tony, I can't take this. I can't. I'll have to call you back.
Is that who it was?
Yes, Tony calling me. And yeah, I can't talk to you, Tony. I'm right in the middle of this broadcast.
He can't. Yeah, he can't talk to you. He's talking to you now. So
Yeah, I'll talk to you now. Yeah. Now, what I'm trying again, Barbara, where you want to meet for lunch or dinner? There you go. And so, so anyway, what else? This has got me so my mind went totally blank. Uh, what we need to do is you need with your family members and anybody you're talking to, if you get a phone call from one of your family members saying that they need money to get out of jail or whatever it is, it could be AI generated. They've got them so good. So me and my son and all my family, we have code words. So if my son calls me wanting money, he better know his. Look at JM. Oh, JM, your card. You need to have a code word. So me and my son, me and my daughter, we all have code words. So if anybody calls me or I call them or something wanting money, somebody that's trying to scam you, they got to know that code word. That way you know if it's AI or not. So think about that, and you want to have some type of code word in there so people, some people, that if you do get called by AI, you want to have a code word. And so, oh, Gerald Pepper, he said his secret word is Donkey Kong with nickel.
yeah. Well, the best thing to do when you answer the phone now, don't say hello. Say no, because they want you to say yes. They ask you a question, you say yes, and then they record it, and then all of a sudden you bought something that you didn't know you bought.
Exactly. Dean says his code word is suck it up. Yeah, exactly. Well, whatever the code word you come up, hey, C4, thanks for coming. Hey, there's JM. Hold on, let's get JM up here. Hey, JM, good to
Hey
see
guys,
you.
how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. We're.
Awesome.
I hope you're enjoying this Venezuela talk because I feel like it's just. Oh, I understand why Trump's doing it, but I don't think it's going to work.
I missed the first part of the show, but I've enjoyed everything so far.
What
And yeah,
I was just going to say, well, what I'm thinking about with force, Trump's trying to keep the United States safe, and by force and stuff like that, taking over these ships and blockading. But what China's doing is going into Argentina and telling them, we don't expect anything out of you. We just want to do this and make deals with them for their minerals, and that's what China's doing. And China, I mean, who who wants to do business with the United States when they know they can come down with their military and destroy you? Nobody. But if you go in there with the nice, okay, let's do business together and let's offer, partnerships of some kind. And so that's the whole key. I think Trump is doing the wrong thing by force. I don't think that's the right thing to do.
You know what's going to do? Everybody's going to get them a nuclear weapon.
Exactly. They're
Because
going to turn on the United States.
Yeah, we don't invade countries with nuclear weapons. It's just too risky.
Yep. See, that's what my code word is an embrace. Yeah, Tony. Yep. There you go.
And prime example, look at North Korea. Is there a worse dictator in the world than he is? We can't do nothing to him because he now has nuclear weapons.
Yep, he does. It's and I feel like with honey you can get more flies catch with honey than you can with vinegar. And that's my logic about it, because I think what Trump is doing is illogical as far as being helping people and trying to get after them. The United States has changed so much their politics. We used to go into countries to help them, not go after their stuff and steal it. I feel like what he's doing is wrong.
And we tariff them to death, but basically all that does really those hurt us.
Exactly. the tariffs have caused inflation at the wazoo.
Yep. Powell said the big thing that he's worried about is the tariffs. And he says without them, he thinks he could have got the their inflation rate, how they figure it, down to under 3. But he said,
I agree with him.
But
I
he said,
agree.
I can't. He said, we can't because of those tariffs.
And he needs to drop them tariffs. And because it's not helping us, in any way. What do you think, JM?
Silver Shelby just said Trump wants it for the oil and the silver. And I was kind of I was thinking there's got to be more going on behind the scenes than what we're getting, in our mainstream news. For sure, the mainstream news usually gives you a diversion, right?
Right.
So, and I'm no expert on it, but I do like Silver Shelby's comment there. There's got to be an ulterior motive, and Trump's not the type of guy to be invading or starting wars, right? He likes ending wars, and he likes having that as part of his legacy. So I have a feeling that he's tried to do deals with them, and it just went sour. So he's pulling a power move, but who knows?
See, I mean that may be it, because if you think back in 2020 when Biden went after Russia's assets and seized all that, that was the downfall of what our credibility here going at, because you think about what happened in 2020 by seizing Russia's assets and then actually trying to get that going. And when you do that, you're not a credible country. We're not a country now that people can trust, because if they don't like it, they're just going to take it from you.
And Trump doesn't honor any of his agreements. He had an agreement. He made that new trade deal with Mexico and Canada. And what the first thing he did when he got reelected? He went back on it.
Yeah, and so you got to keep your word, because the world is watching, and that's why it's driving more and more people away from the United States. And and I think you're going to see silver and gold keep going up. And I think because everybody is going in the world, because U.S. treasuries are not where people want to be at right now. Fiat currency is not where they want. They want actual tangible gold and silver in their bank vaults, and for their whatever they're going to use it for. But I think that's what we're seeing right now. There's not enough gold and silver in the world for everybody to be jumping on and buying. China has bought 1.4 metric tons of gold for the last 11 months. They have not stopped, but it's not in the news. And so why is China buying all this gold? They want to be the world currency. They want to be the world country. And they're slowly working on it. And the United States is falling further and further behind. We are not the number one country in the world anymore. So,
and then Steve LaPointe talked about Thomas Massey. He's not too far from me. He is hugely popular in the state of Kentucky.
Oh, is he?
Yes. And Rand Paul's pretty popular in Kentucky. And who does Trump attack? Rand Paul and Massey. And I'm going to tell you right now, Kentucky is going to go blue in 2026.
I really feel like Trump has hurt the Republican Party, because he is doing things that, look at how many Republicans have decided to marry Green. Look at Green. She dropped out.
31. There's 31 Republican House members that are not either going to quit or not run again.
Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. He is actually doing harm to the Republican Party. He doesn't really realize that.
And Stefani in New York, that's a shocker there. And I mean, if she's stepping down, any of them could step down. And she's out of New York, so I think she knew. She probably had the poll numbers, and she saw there's no way she was going to be able to win.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So I'm putting this down here, and I got to see. I'm checking the spot price.
Dean said it's up to 68.50.
I just looked at 68.45 is what I'm seeing on the Comex right now. It's gone up $1.23. So we may see here in a couple of days, we may see $70 silver hit. And
Yeah.
hey, JM's got a. I'm gonna add it to there you go, JM. Thank you.
Yeah. So it did. It hit 68.50 not too long ago. In fact, it hit it and broke through it quite a few times.
So that
One,
tells
two, three,
me
four.
that I'm looking here on the Kitco. The Kitco has got the high for today is 68.59, and that has got it. That's a record, for silver.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I
still
want
say
an audit of Fort Knox. I want to know how much gold we got.
be interesting to see because this is something that I think might happen, and I think you'll probably admit the way gold and silver is going up around the world, and that it's going up so fast that if gold gets out of hand, I think you're going to see Trump step in and put a hold on it, and he's going to reevaluate gold at a certain price. And so, yeah, Dean, you're right. You're right that $70. Yes, I think it's not far away.
But that doesn't work. When FDR confiscated the gold or tried to, whatever you want to. Some people say, "Oh, he never did it." Most people kept it, but they changed the price, and you know what happened? The forces of the economy made it go right back to where it was. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I did not know that when he did that.
So it don't matter. You can change the price, but it will be the real price in a short matter of time. So I don't think resetting is really going to help.
Yeah,
It
it
probably
always
won't help, but I
reconciles.
think that's what'll happen. Think about what I'm saying. So it really is going crazy. But you know what? I think let's see how many people are in here tonight. I want to sit down here and let's see. We got 25 watching right now. So, and I've only got 7 thumbs up. Come on, guys, give me some thumbs up. Show me some love. Come on.
I thumbed you up.
I appreciate it. Let's give away a gold bar and a silver bar because we're getting close to the time. Dean's already got 9, so let's go start with Dean's number. Everybody start picking numbers. Dean's got 9. C4's got 7. Nickel, can you pick the number?
Yep, I got it.
And there's 25 of us in here. Robert Kemp's got 13. Jamie Foxx got 69. We're going to go, I didn't even say 1 through, what did I say? 1 through 40. Let's go 1 through 40. There we go. Matt Wing, pick a different. How about 45? Let's go 1 through 45. Matt Wing's at 44. That way we got it. So nobody. So 1 through 44 or 45, and we'll let's see who's all. Barbara's 69. Hey, Barbara, you got 69. You can't have the same number, Jamie. Come on now. Jamie's got a letter coming to me. Rocky Superstar, greetings, Shadow Work. Pick a number there, Shadow Work. 1 through 45. You can win a gold bar. Let's see here. I've got gold bars. I'm still waiting on my order from Benchmark. But here's a gold bar. There's a gold bar and a silver bar. So the winner will get both. You get that gold bar. It's a little gold bar, but they're not free. So let's see here. 1 through Barbara's at 68. Barbara's picked 68. All right, thank you, Barbara. 1 through 45. You too. Thank you there, Jess. Thank you. Beto 7. Now we have Shelby Stacker with 7. Beto. You got to pick a different number there, Beto. Let me go back up here. See if anybody else picks. C4's got 7. So 7 is taken. So Beto and Silver Shelby's got to pick a different number. Silver Shelby's got, C4's got 7. So pick a different number. I'm looking down now. Everybody's got a different 1 through 45. Shadow work. Thank you. Hit that like and love button. 1 through 45. Shadow work's got 31. 5. Okay, I don't think anybody's got 5. Nope, that's a good number. And let me keep going. Silver Shelby's got to go different. Joey's got 1. Silver Shelby, 27. I don't think anybody got 27, Shelby. Okay, that's a good number. So, Silver Shelby's got good numbers. 7. I like 7. And Silver, okay, 27. All right, there you go. Which one do you want, Silver Shelby? You got 7 and 27. So we can only pick one number. The one closest not going over. I got 5. Okay, let's see here. Dennis, Shelby has got, Gerald's got 5. So pick a different number, Dennis. I have to go back up there. Yep, he does. Dennis. Hold on here. Who's the first to get number 5? No, just a symbol number 5. Dennis got 5. Dennis has got 5. Dennis looks like he's the first one to got 5. Okay. Yep, Dennis, you got 5. Okay. Gerald said he takes 6. Okay. Yes, he did. Okay. Silver Shelby with 27. Okay. Let's go here and we'll hit the stop button. Thank you, JM. All right, stop. Okay. Have you picked a number, Nickel?
Yep.
All right. What's the number?
17. That's what the Cowboys lost today, too.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. Boy, that's cold-blooded, dude. They look like crap today. Oh, that's cold-blooded. 17. All right, I'm going back up looking at 17. Who's the closest 17 and didn't go over? Ominous Rooster got 17. All right.
That's what I see.
Go. Ominous Rooster is the winner. Okay, let me give you my Ominous Rooster. Send me an email. There you go, Ominous Rooster. There it is. Ominous Rooster is a winner. 17. That's cold-blooded, dear Nickel. I tell you. That's cold. You just had to do that to me, didn't you?
I think the Bengals won today. I can't believe it.
The Bengals won?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I didn't watch that one. Silver-haired said 16. Oh Lord. So 17 is our lucky number, and that is a good number. So let me go back up here, and I got to jot that down. If I don't jot that down, I'll forget it. Come on now. Where you at? Ominous Rooster. There you are. Let me jot it down here. Winner. All right.
And thanks to everybody that hit the thumbs up that button there. Helps
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I really do. And be sure and spread it out, because at 1,000, I've been looking at different gifts and stuff like that, what I want to do. And hey, you're welcome, Ominous Rooster. Be sure and send me an email with your address and everything like that so I can get it to you. But be sure and share my name, because I'm thinking about doing a 1 gram of gold for my 1,000. I'm going to have like 2 other gifts. So the first prize will be a gram of gold, or maybe I was thinking about maybe getting a gold, would a gram of gold, or would what the hell they call that? The Mexican dos pesos. Let me see how many people are for dos pesos for first prize. Let's see how many come up with that. Dos pesos or a gram bar? Who knew nickel would be Fixated. You see that, Nickel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Dos Peso. There's Matt. Okay, there's a Dos Peso. I think that's what everybody's going to probably pick. Thanks, Rocky. I appreciate it, Silver Shelby. Be sure and spread the news. Dos Peso, 2 ounce. Yeah, that would be a good one. 2 ounce Libertard. Yeah, that'd be really good.
I think 1 ounce gold and from 79 that she just get it from her.
All right, then we're going to do a Dos Peso. There you go. So far, everybody's going for the Dos Peso. So we're going to make the Dos Peso the grand prize for 1,000 subs. So everybody wants to do the let me know, and well, I'll be figuring out what I'm going to do for the second and third prize. We're going to have 3 winners, so I want everybody to win, but I can't afford it. You know what I mean? So we'll figure something out.
Got a quick question for you, Rocky.
Sure, Jam.
Des Logic in the chat was asking, what is it that's making the gold price so high? And Des Logic says, they've heard that it's wealthy people making it so, and also the statement that it can't be from jewelry. So I said, like there is some demand from electronics, but I think the number one source of demand and causing the price to go up right now is wealthy institutions and entities hoarding it, and it's limited supply. What do you think?
I agree with you 100%, JM, because what we're seeing is a shift. For a long time in U.S. Treasuries were the thing to buy as far as investment because it paid off a good interest. And so, but what is happening that the United States deficit is over $38 trillion and it keeps stacking up. So what are you buying when you invest into treasuries? You invest into paper. And people are not wanting paper because of the volatility. And what the United States has done is taken like Russia's assets. So it's really everybody in the world is moving to gold. And so there's not enough gold out there to actually maintain the use and want of gold to back their currency. So people are preparing for the actual fall of our dollar this year has dropped about 3% in its what it could buy. So you think about it, nobody wants our dollar anymore because they keep falling. It's not a good investment. And so
I think it's the dollar, Trump's policies such as tariffs, inflation. I think, and there's nothing going right now. I mean, a possibility of world war. So
exactly.
I think the uncertainty of it. It just there's never been a time more uncertain than we have right now.
Thank you, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, we're going to give away a Dos Peso. So the 1,000th winner, and I'll figure out a game for everybody to get so it makes it for a nice long stream. We'll have an extra long stream on when we reach 1,000. So,
and the reason platinum is going up is because gold is going up, and so people are looking for an alternative to gold, and so they're picking platinum.
Well, here's a good question right here. Dennis is asking, should he sell his savings bonds? Well, Dennis, I want you to think about this. I used to buy savings bonds, and I kept them for a long time, and they made good money. And so, but our dollar, to me, what I see in the future of our dollar is our dollar falling. And I don't feel that paper currency, our U.S. dollar, has no backing at all. So as far as savings bonds, I would probably like I've already shifted my retirement into gold, and I won't tell you the company I use, but it was actually put into gold because I'm worried about what I'm seeing. So I transferred it into gold, and it's actual gold coins with this company, and they have my coins in a vault waiting for me if I want them. So as I'm not going to tell you to do that, but it's something that I would really think hard, because savings bonds are not as good as they used to be. Because I used to do the same thing and buy a savings bond. I had savings bonds that I bought with my kids, and they were 20 years old, and when I got rid of them, and so they did really good matures on them, because they just, after 7 years, they are just collecting more and more and more. But I don't think that the dollar is going to be that strong. And what can you buy with the dollar now? You think about what silver and gold's going to, and I think it's not going to stop. It's going to, our dollar's losing money. Take your fiat and put it into something tangible.
And in Powell's last month, I think it's May next year, and so Trump is going to replace him with one of his guys, and the first thing he's going to do is lower it 1%, the Fed rate,
interest rate.
Yeah, and he's going to lower it 1% the next time, and it's going to get, I think it'll be about 0.25 before the 2026 is up, and that's going to make gold and silver explode.
Well, I tell you, what it's going to make is inflation go out the wazoo.
Yeah. That's what, and it means food prices are going to head back up again.
Exactly, because I have been seeing, every time I go to I've been going every 2 weeks to the grocery store, and stuff has been going up every 2 weeks. I can't believe how much I spent last. I didn't buy any meat, and I spent $148, and I didn't buy that much. I had 3 sacks. I couldn't believe it. 3 grocery sacks, and that wasn't that much. And no meat. There wasn't no meat in there. I go to a meat store where I buy meat. I know where it's local beef, and I know where it's at. I'm really picky about my beef. So it's expensive, but I'm only feeding me, so that's okay. And my kitties. So, well, I'm going to say it is 6:08, and JM says 68. Wow, 68. Let me refresh.
I was born in 1968.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was just a few minutes ago. It's pulled back from that, but when I looked at it on the longer term, I was like, oh my God, it just blew through 68, 69. So I zoomed in, and it just missed it by a penny.
Well, you think about it, how fast it's moved up, because it closed out Friday at 67.22. That's what it closed out. Now it's up over $1 and just opening just a few hours. So think about what it's going to do tonight when we go to bed and get up the next morning. It's going to go crazy. And I do not think that we're not going to see $70 before next week's over with. It's going to be up there. So,
and if our troops go into Venezuela, it's going to go up.
Yes, exactly. Everybody knows that the dollar is falling, and so it's just, what do you want to buy? You want to buy, if you're a prepper, buy food, buy whatever you can. If you've already done that, then buy. I like silver dimes. I love silver dimes. That's my go-to, are silver eagles. So that's what I like. So
the last thing I'll sell if I start selling silver will be my dimes.
Yeah, exactly. And if the dollar does fall, think about it, Nickel. You can use silver dimes to trade with, to buy food. You can barter with it. It is U.S. currency, so it's a great thing. Quarters, nickels, and not nickels. I'm not much into silver nickel, but I go dimes and quarters. So not many people want silver nickels. But
I don't think anything 40% or 35%.
Exactly. 90% is best. So, well, I tell you what, it's time for me to shut this thing down. We're going to have another good one next week. Please come back. Thank you so much for your coming on, JM, and thank you for your info. And everybody, I thank you. And be sure, and Ominous Rooster, be sure and email me so I can get that off to you. And I will see everybody next week, and we'll chat some more. Thank you, Robert, and a good night across the pond. Thank you so much. Agnes, Magus, thank you, 62. And y'all have a good one. I'm going to get out of here and end the stream. So thank you.